Good day everyone. We are Group 9 and we will report about Ramon Cabanos Barba and Lilian Formahelo Patena. And I would report about Ramon Cabanos Barba. Ramon Barba was born on August 31, 1939 in San Nicolas, Ilocos Norte. He is the youngest of 4 siblings. His grandfather was an official of the Bureau of Plants and Industry. He graduated from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, in 1958 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Agronomy and Fruit Production. He then pursued his Master of Science degree in Horticulture at the University of Georgia, where he graduated with distinction in 1962. Ramon completed his Doctor of Philosophy degree in Horticulture at the University of Hawaii at Manoa in 1967. He published several papers and books on various topics related to plant physiology, tissue culture, plant growth regulator, weed control, plant propagation, fruit and ornamental crops. And some of his notable publications are Induction of Flowering of the Mango by Chemical Spray in 1974, Tissue Culture, Application to Agriculture in 1984, Plant Propagation, Principles and Techniques in 1986, and Mango Production Manual in 1990. Ramon Barba died on October 10, 2021 at the age of 82. Barba then was named a National Scientist of the Philippines in 2014. So these are now the contributions and inventions of the Filipino inventor Ramon Cabanos Barba. First is the flower induction of mango trees. He developed a method to induce more flowers and fruits in mango trees by spraying them with a mixture of ethyl and potassium nitratel. This invention revolutionized the Philippine mango industry and made the crop one of the country's top export earners. The second one is the plant growth enhancer. He invented a plant growth enhancer using potassium nitrate, which was locally and internationally patented. This invention increased the yield and quality of various crops such as rice, corn, sugarcane, bananas, and vegetables. And number 3, micropropagation of sugarcane and bananas. He worked on the micropropagation of sugarcane and bananas using tissue culture techniques. This invention improves the production and disease resistance of these important crops. And now we would like to present to you about the example of flower induction of mango trees. So next is the analysis of the personal impact of one scientist's contribution on individual group members. Ramon Barba's works have impact on individual group members in several ways. Number 1 is improve livelihoods. Barba Cohol Hollow Block and Barba Pineapple Sucker Machine have directly benefited farmers by increasingly productivity and income. Individual group members in agricultural communities have seen improvements in their livelihood through increased crop yields and reduced labor. Number 2 is empowerment and education. Barba has been an advocate for sustainable agriculture and conducted numerous seminars and training programs. Many have gained a better understanding of modern farming practices and sustainable techniques, which has enhanced their confidence and decision-making abilities. Number 3 is community development. His initiatives have fostered a sense of community among group members who have participated in various projects. These collaborations have not only improved agricultural practices but also promote social cohesion within these communities. Number 4 is inspiration and role model. Barba's achievements have shown that individuals from diverse backgrounds can make significant contributions to science and technology, motivating young group members to pursue careers in science. And the last is environmental awareness. Ramon Barba has raised awareness about the importance of preserving the environment. This has influenced group members to adopt eco-friendly farming practices and become more environmentally conscious in their daily lives.
And the next scientist that we chose, or the inventors in the Philippines, is Lilian Formalejo Patena. She was born on June 12, 1954 in San Nicolas, Ilocos Norte. She was the eldest of 4 children of a farmer and a teacher. She developed an interest in plants and gardening at an early age. She was a Filipino scientist who made a significant contributions to the Philippine agriculture through her research on plants physiology, tissue culture, and a rapid propagation of crops. She graduated from the University of the Philippines, Las Bañas in 1976 with a Bachelor of Science degree in agronomy and fruit production. She then pursued her Master of Science degree in agronomy at UPLB again, where she was graduated in 1980. She completed her Doctor of Philosophy degree in plant physiology again at University of the Philippines, Las Bañas in 1989. But she died on February 3, 2020 at age of 65 years old. She is the husband of Ramon Patena, who was also a scientist and inventor. Lilian Patena was recognized as one of the outstanding women in the nation's service in their towns in 1998. The Woman of Distinction for Science and Technology in 1995, and also an outstanding young scientist in 1990. And some of her notable contributions and inventions are: first, calamansi variety. She discovered a new variety of calamansi, a citrus fruit native to the Philippines that had bigger fruits, higher juice content, and longer shelf life than the common variety. She used plant growth regulators and fertilizers to induce flowering and fruiting in calamansi plants. She filed a patent application for her discovery in 1991. Next one is the seedless pomelo. She discovered a seedless pomelo, another citrus fruit that had sweeter taste, thinner peel, and more segments than the usual pomelo. She also used plant growth regulators and fertilizers to induce flowering and fruiting in pomelo plants, like in calamansi plants. She filed a patent application for her discovery in 1992. The next one is the micropropagation. She developed micropropagation techniques for various crops such as banana, cassava, rattan, garlic, orchids, and others. Micropropagation is a method of producing large numbers of plants from small pieces of plant tissues or cells in a laboratory. She invented a technique called leaf bud cutting for cassava, which allowed faster and cheaper production of planting materials. She also established tissue culture protocols for banana, which enabled the production of virus-free and true-to-type plants. Her research on micropropagation helped boost the productivity and profitability of the Philippine agricultural sector. And we include here a video clip that talks about on how to propagate a cassava plant, also known as the leaf bud cutting. Next one is the analysis of the broader impact of Patena's contribution on the Filipino community. First, we have the economic impact. Patena's invention of new varieties of calamansi and seedless pomelo and her development of micropropagation techniques for various crops increased the production and quality of these commodities, which in turn boosted the income and livelihood of farmers and agribusinesses. also enhanced the competitiveness and export potential of the Philippine agricultural products in the global market. The second one is the social impact. Her discoveries and innovation improved the food security and nutrition of the Filipino people as they provide more access to fresh and healthy fruits and vegetables. Her work also inspired and empowered more women to pursue careers in science and technology, as she demonstrated excellence and leadership in her field. She was also a role model for young scientists, especially from those rural areas, as she showed the humble beginnings can lead to a great achievements. The third one is the environmental impact. Her research on plant physiology, tissue culture, and plant growth regulators contributed to the conservation and improvement of plant genetic resources, which are essential for biodiversity and sustainability. Her micropropagation methods also reduce the needs for pesticides and herbicides, as they produce disease-free and uniform plants. Her inventions also minimize the waste and spoilage of fruits, as they had longer shelf life and better quality. And for our conclusion, that ties together their contributions of both scientists and discuss their combined impact on nation building in the Philippines, we therefore conclude that their contributions to Philippine agriculture had a broader impact on the Filipino community in various ways. They improved the food security and nutrition of the Filipino people as they provide more access to fresh and healthy fruits and vegetables. They inspired and empowered more women and young scientists to pursue careers in science and technology as they demonstrated excellence and leadership in their field. They also contributed to the conservation and improvement of plant genetics resources, which are essential for biodiversity and sustainability. Their micropropagation methods also reduce the needs for pesticides and herbicides, as they produce disease-free and uniform plants. Their inventions also minimize the waste and spoilage of fruits, as they had longer shelf life and better quality. Their inventions increase the production and quality of these commodities, which in turn boosted the income and livelihood of farmers and agribusinesses. And lastly, their research also enhanced the competitiveness and export potential of Philippine agricultural products in the global markets. Their combined impact on